Yo, it's your boy MartydudeVR, and today we're going to be talking about games coming out in April 2023 and some a little bit beyond. This list is in chronological order, and some of them, like I said before, are coming out after April or maybe even sometime this month with a shadow drop. We're going to see. But let's get into the list. Alright, so the first game on our list is Creed Rise to Glory Championship Edition. This releases April 4th for PSVR 2, and what it is pretty much a content update to a popular VR boxing game, Creed, that originally released on Quest and PCVR. This game includes a story mode, mini games to train in, and online PvP combat modes. There will also be newer characters from the latest Creed movies and a bunch of improvements on the previous versions of the game. Personally, this is one of my favorite arcade boxing VR games because it's just a bunch of fun, and I definitely recommend it to people who enjoy Creed or boxing games. Next on our list is a game called Across the Valley. So this is a PCVR PSVR 2 game releasing April 5th. That is pretty much a farming simulator. So if you like farming games, this is definitely one for you. It's developed by Fusion Play. It is essentially a VR farming simulator with a cool cartoonish art style that a lot of players will enjoy. So this game gives a really relaxing vibe, and I see a lot of VR players enjoying this one. That's because who doesn't like, just chilling on the farm, milking cows, growing corn, or, doing whatever. So definitely look out for this one. Do you hate spiders and want to get rid of every single one of them? Well, I got the game for you. So Killer with Fire is releasing April 13th on PCVR, PSVR 2, and Quest 2. And Killer with Fire is developed by Charm Games. It's pretty much a pancake to VR game port that makes a lot of sense. In this game, you pretty much are the most exterminator of all exterminators. You use every weapon possible to fight the spider menace. And I'm glad they ported this to VR because it definitely breathes new life into this game. Like, there's so many different weapons and stuff you can use to fight these spiders. And there's a lot of different levels. And I love this game, especially watching other YouTubers play it. And I definitely want to try this one out. But if you don't like spiders, I definitely would not pick this one up. On to the more tactical shooter side of things, Breachers is a new VR game coming from SideQuest that includes 5v5 tactical close quarters combat. So definitely my type of game, even though my aim kind of sucks in these type of games. But I've been seeing this game for a while now and it looks really fun. I hope this one takes off because I love seeing different type of VR games that incorporate stuff like this. So there's a great range of weapons and gadgets you can use on this game to get the edge over your enemy, and it honestly reminds me of more of a VR Rainbow Six Siege. So I definitely look forward to playing this one when it comes out, and I hope it does well. Now this game right here has me really intrigued. This game is called A Night in the Attic. It's released on April 13th for PCVR and Quest 2, and is a new adventure game from Mighty Yell. A Night in the Attic is a really different take on A Knight's Tale. Like, this game is so cool. Like, if you're seeing this in the video, just look at it. It's really cool looking. The idea of playing the game through a storybook is pretty cool. It reminds me of Moss, but they really took that idea and ran with it. I'm definitely playing this on day one off just pure ingenuity, because I don't even know how they got this to work from a game design perspective. But this game also includes a plethora of puzzles for players to solve, and is a relaxing VR experience for players who like to sit down while they play their VR games. So definitely look out for this one. Oh boy, I've been waiting to talk about this one. So Medieval VR is releasing April 20th for Quest 2 and PCVR. Now this game is pretty much like a love letter to those classic 3D shooters like Doom or Quake. It's developed by Indefatigable and Elia Immersive. I almost messed that word up, but we got through it. This game promises 7 episodes with a wide range of magical weapons, adaptive enemy AI, and non-linear levels for people who love these type of games. I, for one, am a huge fan of Doom and Quake, so I'll definitely be looking forward to this one. Developers also mentioned that this game will include options and cheat codes. I'll repeat that. Options and cheat codes. When last time have you seen a game with cheat codes? But pretty much they want to do this for a truly golden PC age experience, which is fire. I definitely respect that. For my PSVR 2 people, this game will be coming out sooner for PSVR, but no release date yet on that version, so gotta wait. All right, moving on to my Barber GTA fantasies. Shaving Stuff is coming out on April 24th for the Quest 2. Coming from Hyper VR Games, and Shave yourself is pretty much a barber. So you're like the best barber of barbers, right? Using various barber tools, you can cut, color, and customize a character to their or your liking. I've seen some atrocious cuts in this game, and it's pretty lovable, not gonna lie. I love cutesy VR games like this because it's always a fun experience and pretty hilarious to watch other people play it. After researching this one, this was originally on App Lab, but now it's time for the full Quest release, which is really good because a lot of games do get left on App Lab forever. So shout out to them for the full Quest release, and I hope their game does well. Shout out to them. You ever wanted to play Dead by Daylight in VR? Well, here's your chance. So in Deadbait VR, which comes out on April 28th for PCVR, one player takes control of a killer and hunts 3 other survivors who must activate generators and gather keys to escape. So this is definitely inspired by Dead by Daylight, like I said earlier, but definitely think this one's gonna be a lot more scary just because one, the art style is a lot kind of more gory, and getting chased by anything in VR is always scary no matter what it is. I hate getting chased with things in VR. I hate getting chased with things, period. But in VR, it's definitely worse. My only worry for this type of game, and it's happened to a lot of PC VR games, is the player base holding up. So it's very hard to get a good game on PC VR with a lot of player base without it being on a standalone headset like a Quest 2, a Pico, or even like PSVR. So I hope that when this game comes out, it can hold a steady player base, because that is the biggest hurdle I see for a lot of multiplayer PC VR games. But I hope it does well. Sequel to award-winning VR game of Fisherman's Tale, another Fisherman's Tale is a VR puzzle adventure that includes a fun art style and really fun puzzle mechanics. So this is coming out soon, no certain release date yet, for PC VR and Quest 2. Hopefully it also comes to PSVR, but I didn't see anything on that. So in this game, you use your own body as a puzzle mechanic, and it's cool because in the clips, you can see like your arm extend out, your hand detaches and stuff like that. And it's a really, really, really fun idea for a VR game. And I look forward to this one, especially just in general. We need more VR games that are just fun as hell and a different experience. Shout out to them. A popular horror game, although poorly received, Agony VR is coming to PC VR sometime this month. No set date yet. In this game, you descend through hell, solve puzzles, encounter various monsters and demons while figuring out the story. The game is definitely not for everyone since it has some pretty insane imagery and could scare the average person not used to this type of horror. So, but honestly, if you buy a game called Agony and not expect crazy stuff, you're kind of crazy. This game will probably be better in VR, but you should definitely try it out for person as they have a demo on Steam. So personally, I didn't like the first game or the first version of the game, but I'm definitely looking forward to trying it in VR because I think this is one of those games, especially it being more of a walking simulator, that can really, really, really stand out in VR. So hopefully it does better in the VR release. Matey, no, but seriously, developed by Spilly Light Studio, Pirates VR Jolly Roger is a linear adventure game where you're deserted on an island and must discover the secrets of the island, which may reference all-time famous pirates like Blackbeard. From the footage of this one, it looks really high quality with some very nice landscapes, a really beautiful environment, and I definitely look forward to the puzzles and just the obstacles they have in the game, because apparently the environment can also be really dangerous at certain points. So I definitely look forward to that. I look forward to the parkour. And this game is in development for years, so they probably have a really, really high quality product that I cannot wait to see. So definitely keep an eye out on this one also. Last but certainly not least, our last VR game is VR Tribes. VR Tribes is a VR versus PC fighter where PC players will go against a gigantic VR player who will be trying to murderize them. So if you like getting murderized by your friends, it's the game to go to. I love game concepts like this because it's always a bunch of fun. And the VR player gets to throw and grab players/characters, which looks pretty goofy on screen, not gonna lie. PC players get to choose from 3 characters with different ability to use against the VR player to destroy their crystal. So I definitely will be trying this one out with friends when it comes out. I love games like this, and I just wish and I hope that more developers see the potential of games like this and just go all in. Definitely support this one when it comes out. Hopefully it's good. All right, guys, there goes our VR games for April. If I missed any, definitely let me know, because I probably did. There are also many surprise drops and announcements coming throughout the month, so definitely follow me on Twitter at MartydudeVR, because I usually talk about it. If not, I'll retweet you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Come to the Twitch channel, man. We're playing games. We're just playing VR games. We've been consistent. We're playing Walker Dead Saints and Sinners right now, Chapter 1. And we'll be playing Vertigo 2 this weekend, if not next week. It's been your with MartydudeVR. Peace.